Oh, so you're saying if I keep playing games on my phone that the government is going to spy on me and treat me as a threat to the government and to the country? Yeah, that makes sense. Wargames 2, The Dead Code, released in 2008 and is directed by Stuart Gillard, who's also directed such films like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Paradise, and Rocketman, which, looking at the quality of this film, makes a lot of sense. And this film is starring Matt Lanter, Amanda Walsh, Nicholas Wright, Maxim Roy, Gary Renecki, and Colm Feore. And the reason why we're talking about Wargames 2 The Dead Code today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big contributor and supporter of this channel, David Klimoff. Thank you very much for recommending this film. A movie that I've never heard of. I do enjoy the original Wargames film from the 80s with Matthew Broderick. I mean, that's just a classic, and I'm a huge Ready Player One fan, and if you've read the book, it's actually one of my favorite books that I've ever read. One of the challenges, unlike the movie version, one of the challenges is to replay that movie and to recite every line word for word. That way you can move on to the next round of that challenge, I believe. It's been a couple of years. I need to go back and read that. But I do love the original. I was shocked that they made a sequel, but then checking it out that, oh, this is a direct-to-DVD sequel to the 80s film, like, okay, this makes sense. You took a generic script that you had just laying around somewhere, and then you threw in the Whopper bot from the Wargames original film. That way you could give this script a energetic and fun-ass title with Wargames The Dead Code, and you can try to make money with it. That is all this is. Not much quality to it afterwards, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. Thank you very much, David, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like David and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out just like what I did with David here. Will Farmer is one of the greatest computer people in the world. And after he helps his next door neighbor get some spyware off of his computer, his best friend eggs him on to take that spyware information and use it to pocket all of the money that the spyware fraudster people were trying to get from the neighbor, put it into his account, and then play a random game online to do so. Well, this series of unfortunate events leads to the US government's newest spyware artificial intelligence program called Ripley to identify Will Farmer as a threat to society and to the government, and they start a game of cat and mouse in trying to hunt down this man to bring him to prison. Because this is 2008, we are 7 years removed from 9/11, and really the big ideas, the mindset of this time is that, yeah, we should be monitoring people, and if there are any links to terrorism and to evil people in the world who go against America, well, then we need to lock them away and strip them of their human rights, and we just never talk about them again because America. Frigadir. National security. It was really for that entire decade of the 2000s. That was the topic of a lot of thrillers and a lot of great films back then. It was about national security. It was about spyware and monitoring people and linking things to terrorism and all that shit. I think we've moved past that a little bit from the 2000s, and we're getting more to like a global idea for our thriller films that we get nowadays. But it makes sense to use the ideas and the concept of domestic terrorism to fund like a World War III project or something. But like I said, the script here, it's very loosely based on the original Wargames film. Really, you have absolutely no ties to the original Wargames film up until the end when we're introduced to the scientist character from the original film. Just pops out of nowhere and he's like, I still have Jacob in a Russian bunker somewhere. And Jacob is now going to take on Ripley on a game to make Ripley think twice and be destroyed by Jacob, but then that's also going to reactivate Jacob's want to play some World War III games. So they have to go back and forth, and the world's at stake, and this is important. story and plot, people. You can really just tell from the cinematography and the quality of the script that, yeah, this is a direct-to-DVD sequel, just a direct-to-DVD film in general. I have no sense that a studio is backing a theatrical run for this movie at all. From the quality of the acting that we have here, there's nothing substantial, there's nothing that stands out. I've completely forgot these characters and what they stand for. There's the one dude who's the friend who loves playing WoW and all these other online games, really wants his friend to play, but he's a recovering, game addict, and this great friend, it keeps egging him on, like, oh no, just do like $50 here and there, man. Not realizing that once you start, you're just going to go down a downward spiral, and you're going to relapse on the rehab that you've worked so hard on, you fucking idiot. That's how addiction works, and you, as the best friend, are a piece of shit for not realizing that. But he gets captured at the airport because the class is going to a chess tournament in DC or something. So he gets captured, kind of gets tortured a little bit. They get the cell phone number of the guy they're actually going after, and then all of a sudden he just shows up at home and he's totally fine. Because we needed his help for plot reasons and he needed to be available. So yeah, he's at home. It's all good. This script, we don't give a shit. And speaking of script quality, there's a moment in here where Will and his makeshift girlfriend are outrunning the secret agents, and they're in cars. And the cars are driving right behind them. It's a pretty open road. They're not weaving in and out. They're not trying to avoid anything. Will and his girlfriend are just running down the street, and the cars are right behind them. But somehow, Will and his girlfriend manage to outrun. Like, there are scenes where the car is right on their heels, and then they just break away, and they start running faster, and they're beating them. What? Again, plot and reasons. We have to have them be chased and not be found. This movie's not the worst thing that I've ever seen. It's just one of those direct-to-DVD, we're gonna use a previous film's name and attach it to this DVD cover to potentially make sale type film. So I respect the attempt. It's just, again, the quality that we get here. It's nothing memorable, and it's just a story that I didn't care about because I don't care about anything here. I'm gonna give Wargames 2 The Dead Code 1.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
No, sir, I didn't like it.
So guys, if you've seen Wargames 2, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you know the next time I'm releasing next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.